welcome back to Let's Talk with Tom, and we're gonna do another roast. And I just want to do a disclaimer real quick because on the roast courts video, there were people commenting, "I totally agree with you, but I still like Rose Quartz as a character." And I don't want anyone to get the idea that I'm telling you that the character is bad or that you shouldn't like the character, because a lot of these characters that I'm roasting, I actually do like them, and I actually do admire these flaws that I'm pointing out and the way the writers use them. When I do these roasts, it's not to be negative or anything, it's really just to have fun and to kind of point out flaws that maybe people don't see or don't want to see, because you know what, flaws in characters are a good thing. Nobody's perfect in real life, so why would you make a character that is perfect? That's not realistic or accurate writing. So the fact that these characters are flawed and the fact that I can do these videos on them actually shows how good the writers are at their jobs. So, now that that's out of the way, let's roast this motherfucker. Jimmy and his jorts and his white socks and his loafers, and honestly, who dressed this kid? Like, this kid is so smart, but he can't figure out how ridiculous he looks. Jimmy's always acting like he's so special because he's smart and he's got some sort of deal with the government going on, which is the only explanation for why he can afford the materials required to make all these inventions. You know there's some shady shit going on. Like, that's the only explanation I can think of. Like, fuck. I swear to fucking God, I fucking hate my life. I'm stressed the fuck out and I can't even fucking... You know Jimmy Neutron and George W. were tight. Was Jimmy Neutron behind Katrina? I don't know. Maybe. We may never know, but that's beside the point. You know, we all know Jimmy Neutron in real life, but they usually aren't in their labs making cool stuff that might kill us. No, they're usually reading Hemingway and voting for Gary Johnson. Or they're on Twitter not enjoying things, or they're on 4chan doing what people on 4chan do, which I'm not gonna go into that. Cindy's over here crushing on Jimmy, and he's too busy sleeping with his body pillow to notice. So she went for Nick, and now he's all upset because, like, I mean, he doesn't straight up say he's upset, but like we all know, like we see the salt. The salt is there, like we know. And then Timmy Turner comes in, and she's like, "Man, this dude is just as obnoxious as Jimmy, but also not a self-righteous asshole. How perfect!" You know, if Jimmy is so smart and he has all these materials and resources, why hasn't he like changed the world? Like, why hasn't he actually like solved any of the world's pressing issues like climate change or world hunger or anything like that? Nah, he's too busy dealing with his trivial problems being a kid in a suburban city, but like people dying, and he don't even care. He's just so over here like, "Oh, let me make this invention to this problem that I have, that if I wait a week it'll go away." Like, why weren't you helping during Katrina, huh? Why weren't you helping during Katrina, Jimmy? And you know, this dude, he treats like solving equations like he's going Super Saiyan. If this dude took the SAT, actually, no, not the SAT, because like low-key, he's like a super genius. He would just fly through that, no problem. If he was like taking the bar or something actually difficult for him, he would probably get kicked out of the exam and fail automatically because he's just sitting there like, brain blast! How many times would this boy be brain blasting up in this room? Like, he'd be so annoying. Everyone else taking the test would be like, "Are you fucking kidding me? Really?" And you know Jimmy is a furry on the low. Like, on the down low. I mean, we've seen it. We've seen him turn into a gerbil, his persona. And, like, he was acting like, "Oh no, it was an accident." He's just embarrassed because, like, he got exposed. That's it. Yo, remember when he went into the future and found out that he turned into a stoner who married Cindy? And, like, they never said he turned into a stoner, obviously, because it's a kid's show, but, like, that transformation from boy genius to that was clearly something out of an anti-weed PSA. Again, tight with W. How many times did this boy put his friends in mortal danger? Not even his friends, like, just acquaintances. Just acquaintances who were slightly associated with him. Hell, not even them, like, just his entire city. People who don't even know Jimmy are just like, "Man, Retroville is really dangerous, huh?" Nah, this is normal. Nah, there's nothing suspect about this. It's just Retroville. They just say this as the boy genius puts their lives in danger once again. Just all these people. All these people have no idea why all this catastrophic shit keeps happening. He's just wreaking havoc on society, like when he indirectly caused Planet Sheen to happen. Yeah, that's right. I'm blaming you for that. Without him, none of that would have happened. It happened like Sheen found Jimmy's spaceship. Jimmy left that note, which, like, as Retro Nemo said, clearly he knew Sheen was gonna do the opposite of whatever he said. Let's just blame Jimmy for that. Like, it's his fault. My boy Sheen did nothing wrong. Sheen was the victim there. It was all Jimmy. It was really all Jimmy. Let's acknowledge that. It was all Jimmy's fault. When I did a regular Let's Talk on this show, people were like, "Oh, but you didn't mention Carl." You know what? Fuck Carl. Fuck him. He can catch a roast too. Let's roast Carl real quick. Like, this dude is legit trying to bang Jimmy's mom. Like, not even like a crush. But like, no. Carl is straight up trying to fuck Jimmy's mom. Like, straight up trying to get it in. Full on cuck Jimmy's dad and fuck his mom. Like, making moves on his mom, trying to fuck her and trying to cuck Jimmy's dad. And also, like, you ever notice how often Jimmy makes inventions that actually could work, but then Carl has to come along and just ruin it? He can't be that ignorant. He can't be just doing it on accident. Like, he's doing it on purpose. And you know what? I bet you, alright, this is a little crazy, but I bet you Carl is a Russian spy using Jimmy to get close to George W. Bush. That way he can just have what seems like a casual conversation with him. And then next thing you know, George Bush is just spilling out top secret information because, you know, he'd just be talking about llamas one second and then the next moment he's on the phone with Russia like, yeah, here's the US nuclear codes. I bet y'all didn't know that Jimmy Neutron was actually a show about a Russian agent getting close to an American boy genius and his Latin friend so that he could get the US government secrets of the early 2000s. And for that, we gotta roast Jimmy again. Like, you never caught that? You're supposed to be a genius. And, like, Carl's just over here every other episode like, hello, everyone, it's real hard being a Russian agent trying to get close to the boy genius of America so I can get close to the president and find out all the secrets that the US government has in the early 2000s. You know, Jimmy was too busy over here like, nah, I ain't in Cindy. Nah, y'all crazy. Fucking dumbass boy genius. So follow me on Twitter, that's definitely down there. Alright, bye.
This video has been powered by Patreon. If you want to give us some more support, head to patreon.com/roundtablevids, become a patron, and get some awesome perks. Thanks for watching another video on the Roundtable. If you want to get more involved with our community and watch videos from Let's Talk with Tom, Voxbox, and more, click the video right here. Or if you want to get some more of the animation goodness, watch some Crystal Clear or Meaning Monday, click the video right here. And please, don't forget to subscribe.